Hey everybody, welcome back down to Dry Dock. Another week of Friday Night Follies. This is Brian, your host, and we are in the B.A.S. Dry Dock, and we're still working on the Curtis P-40B for the 80th anniversary group, Pearl Harbor group build. So, no. Lay down. Go. Good boy. If I start talking to you guys, he figures he's got to get in on it. Every time. Anyway, enough of that. Progress. Actually, quite a bit of progress. Fuselage, started working on the wings. Yeah, did some painting. Got a lot done. I did not go out and buy a Humbrol paint. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I was gifted a whole bunch of paints. So I've been going through and trying to match as close as I can to the Humbrol paints as I can. Sometimes I mix paints a little bit to try to get as close as I can to the right colors. Close enough, I guess is the term. All the rivet counters can, reach to the screen and slap me if they want, but I'm not going to buy a bunch of paint when I got a ton of paint right here. So, anyway, pretty nice out. Probably about 10 degrees. So, yeah, it's pretty warm. I hear the Northeast is going to get pounded. They can have it. I'll take the 10 degrees over 2 feet of snow. Because I don't have to deal with it. So anyway, yeah, been watching a lot of videos. There's some really awesome builds going on out there. You guys are amazing. I thank some of my new subscribers that have popped on. Welcome. And yeah, I'll quit bumping my gums and we'll spin this bad boy around and show what we got done this week. Well, that decal went a little better. That is one busy what do you call it? Wow. Instrument panel. Yeah, that's it. So, that's ready to go. We'll put that in. Got these little, I guess they're windows. Got those put in. You flip them over. You can see. So I'm guessing that's a window. I'm not sure why there'd be a window in a single cedar plane, but hey, So those are in. Hatch doors in. Needs a little fill down there at the bottom. Didn't quite fit perfectly. So we'll fix that. Paint that up. The interior green. That's ready to go. Okay. Cockpit. All done. He is in there on a tight fit. Snug. He still leans to the left. I tried turning him and he doesn't, but he's in there. That's all that matters. So, yeah. Bird cage is in, obviously. Turned out alright, considering. Still haven't decided on the goggles. If I need to make them more of a grayish color. Anyway, alright. Let's get on to the fuselage. So, cockpit is glued into the port side. Yeah. I think he looks pretty good sitting there. Looks like the canopy will cover him. So he'll fit. Good deal, Mang. Mang. Alright. Let's keep going. So, yes. We have progress. I figured I would show you one last time before you don't see any of this stuff ever again. You might be able to see in here. But the Humbrol paint colors I did not have, so I got my handy dandy app out and I looked up the closest configuration that I had with Tamiya and Model Masters and Vallejo. And the best I could come up with, this is supposed to be, what was it, 128 goes on top of here, and that's 86% accurate, and this is supposed to be 28, and that was 82% accurate. So, but you know what? For the length of time I spent trying to figure all that out, you're never going to see it anyway. Crazy thing about planes, ain't it? But, yeah, that looks pretty good. So, I will come back, I'll dry fit this, and we'll turn it on again. Alright. Squeezed it together just to give it a look-see. So you can kind of see down in there. But, yeah. Not worried. So, this is where we're at. May take a little putty. Once I do the glue and rub it around a little bit and see how it seals up. And then we'll try to match the paint. If there's any putty that needs to be done, we'll find out. All right. Let's keep her going. Well, guess we'll let her sit overnight, and we'll pick her up tomorrow. She's in glue. If I missed anything, I'm screwed now. All right, we'll pick her up tomorrow. Okay. Since we glued the fuselage together last night, I've taken it apart, and it's put together and sanded, and yeah, looks pretty good. So I'll go through this, what I've done so far today. We did step 22, which is sliding this bad boy into this, I'm guessing that's air intake, that I pointed out yesterday that you'll never see the inside of. So this guy right here, that guy right there. So yeah, you can't really see in there anyway. All right, next step. Step 23 sets up step 24, which is there was two plastic pieces that were right here that had to be cut out to allow for two other pieces to be put in, which is these two guys right here. So you cut those two little pieces out there, and we glued those in. Which brings us to step 25, putting the guns on. So those are in. So now we will show you what all that looks like. There's the guns. There's those side pieces that run right through here. Glued on the front. Yeah. So that's done. Which brings us to step 26 and 27, which is adding, I don't even know what you would call these, but that helps attach the wings. So, yeah. That's next. I'll show you what that looks like. That's those guys right there. All looking good. Okay, next step, 28. That is adding the landing gear to the underside of the wings. This is the route I'm going because I'm going to hang it, so I'm not going to put the landing gear down. And yeah, so that's what we're going to work on next. We'll be back. All right, that's the underside. Like I said, I don't have Humbrol paints, and this is supposed to be a little more of a gray. It's a little more tan than I want it to be. That's just the hard plastic. But I wanted to paint this before I glued those on so that I didn't have issues with having to mask that off inside. And I think the interior of those tubs, wheel housings, or landing gear housings, whatever you want to call them, is a little lighter than I wanted. But you know what? The landing gear is going to be in anyway, and you really aren't going to see it. So I could still gray this up a little bit. But yeah. But with the olive drab, that might look good. So, alright. Let's take her back up top, and I think that'll do her for this week. Well, there you go. What do you think? All screwed up? Bad paint jobs? Yeah. It's fun. See, that's why every once in a while you gotta take a break from this, because when you get back to it, it's way more fun than what you remember it was. So, I'm having a good time. I'm almost thinking about doing another plane after this one before jumping back on the mow. We'll see. But I gotta get that mow done. Just like Charlie's got to get the Constitution done, I got to get the mow done before I... Yeah. But I may take a week off and try to organize all this stuff that I got that I was gifted from Chuck, and get it organized and out of my way, because it's taking up space. So, if you see me next Friday, lucky you. Well, maybe not. But anyway, all right. Let's have a great weekend. Stay warm, stay healthy, stay safe, and we will see you maybe next week, maybe not.